Hello everyone. Now we will see one question from the orthographic projection. The statement is draw the orthographic projection of the given object in first angle projection. So first angle projection means front view will be above xy, top view will be below xy. So the given question is there. Let's focus on that. The direction is given this side, so this side should be taken as front view. I have told you the given side front view and then rotate the object for top view, or you just go above for the top view, right? So before solving, every time I will suggest to make the free body diagram, free hand sketch, then make it on the axis. So I will discuss first of all what will be the visible areas. So if you see from this side, you can see this surface, then you can see this surface and this one. Now if I say this one, I'm making the just free hand sketch. This is the main part. If you can make the freehand sketches correctly, then it will be very easy to solve the same with dimensions. So one by one, this is the first surface I have drawn. Now what about this, a straight part? So I will make a straight line here. Then after that, this is a curve. I have told you when a curve is there, even it will be looking like a straight part, a rectangular part. So it is open here, so that is why I have taken open. Now about this object, so a straight part up to this, then a circular part is there, so we make the circular part like this, and circle is there at the mid. Same, we will talk about the dimensions later on, only the view is there. Done. Now if you see behind this surface, now I am talking about the hidden surfaces. Behind this surface there is a circle here which is present but not visible from this side, so we have to draw the hidden line for this surface also, this circular groove also. This is the front view. Now when I talk about the top view, so when you see from the top, you can see this surface, you can see this and this rectangle. So what will be the top view? First you can see a rectangle, this surface, and then straight part, so it will go like straight here, this one. Then on this side again a straight part, means this one, on that side also this one, and then a semicircle like this. Then a circle is there, this one visible on the top view like this. Now we will go for the hidden part. So behind the surface, no surface is there behind, any surface which is not visible, but this circle is present. From the top you cannot see because of this surface, but it is present, so you have to draw the two hidden lines, because it will look like this in the top view. So you have to draw all the hidden lines. Now I will draw one side view also, just for the practice only. In our syllabus we have only front view, top view, so that is why we will not draw, but let's try to understand what will be the side view. So side view, you can see this surface, a semicircle, but how it will look? It will look like a straight surface like this. Then this one and this surface, always take the object as a symmetrical one. So these two surfaces, forget about the dimensions, I am making the freehand sketch only, right? Then after that, this hidden part for this circle, so the two hidden lines for this only, right? Now behind this there is a structure which is present but not visible from this side, so I have to draw the complete structure. If I see from this side, it will be having two horizontal lines, so it means if I see the dimensions, it is having 30 diameter but it is having 20 only, so the hidden lines will go like this in between the hidden lines of circle. And this is having two hidden lines or two vertical lines for this circle also, so it means two hidden line in this way. So this is the side view. Okay, now we will draw the front view and top view. So first we will draw this, a very thin line, tight line. The total dimension, we can take a little big axis, so that front view should come inside and we should have space for dimensioning also. So this is XY, we are making the diagram in first quadrant, so I am taking VP, HP like this. Now I have told you we will leave two grid point. In sheet you can leave these two grid points very easily, but here you have to measure. Now the front view is having one straight part. Now I will make the diagram by taking the freehand sketches and dimensioning from here. Now what will be the dimension, what will be the total height here? the total height of this we have to calculate. This circle, if a circle is there and we have the value of its radius, let's say this is 20, so what will be the value of this? It will be 20 on this side and 20 on this side, no? So what will be the value of this? That will be 40. So same concept, if this is given here, radius of this arc, that is 30, so what will be the total? 30 plus 30, 60. So we get to know the height is 60. Same, we will find out the horizontal distance. So from this point, if I have to take height first, okay, we will take the height first, that is 60 given. Now draw thin line, dark line. Do not make the thick lines. This is a very big mistake in your drawings. Thin line and dark line you can draw, because this is the main object. After that, from this point I have to go straight. So what is that? 20. Always draw the freehand sketches. It will help you in making the main object. 20 on this side and 20. When you draw the line, horizontal or vertical, make sure that your scale is parallel to the grid point, or exactly perpendicular line should come. Now after that, this is again 20, but in between, so if this is 20, this will be 20 20, because total is 60, so 20 20 20. So we will do, so from that point it is 20 downward, and from this point 20 upward. So this is the gap. Now what is the dimension here? It will be first 30 straight, then 30 radius. So it is again 60 on this side. Now my diagram is going out of the xy axis, so I will extend the xy axis so that it should come in between that. So this is 60. Again make it parallel line, exactly horizontal. Make sure your lines are parallel to the grid point or exactly horizontal and vertical. So this is 60. Now after that, what is given here on the side? Again 30 straight, then curve. So what will we do? We will take the 30 straight lines, and here also 30 straight line. Your front view will take more time because you are measuring all the dimensions. When you take front view, it will be very easy to draw the top view, because it will come within the projection line. So it will be very easy to make top view inside the projection lines. So this is the center line of the arc. Okay, I'll make it from front to top because we need that. So I'm taking front to top the same center line. After that, we need the midpoint of this to make the circle and arc. So this is 60. So I got this midpoint. I have told you wherever the circle is, draw two center lines, horizontal and vertical, exactly one long, one short line, like this. Right? Now we will make the circle and arc here. You can directly open the compass. Up to this point, you can measure. First of all, be assured this your distance is equal. Now you can make the arc. I have told you, just hold it from here, and the arc of same darkness. Right? Now we have the circle inside, that is having the diameter 30. Diameter 30 means radius 15. So we will open the compass, equal to radius 15. Try to draw all the diagrams within 10 minutes. Otherwise you will not be able to solve the complete questions in exam. So do the practice with the time limit. Now on the other side there will be two hidden lines. We will make the hidden lines also so that we can go for the top view. Now hidden lines are having the 30 gap. Now I am taking all the dimensions from the main object, right? So take dimensions from the object and use your freehand sketch. I will take the center line from front to top, the same about the previous. Now it is having diameter 30, so 15 both side about the center line. After that, now when you draw the hidden lines, remember that continuous dashes, but it should not be a dropped surface, it should be a continuous dashes, so proper dashes should come like this. Now we will draw the top view. For top view we will leave 2 grid point here, so I will measure 2, so this is the point from where we have to start. So in the top view, again, first of all what we do, we have to take the projection line from every point, every corner point will give you the projection line for top view. So I'm taking projection line of bigger length, we will erase the extra projection line. I'm taking the projection line from outside the object only. When you are taking projection line, make sure that your projection lines are exactly vertical, otherwise dimensions will not match. So that is why I suggest you to take the grid sheet. It will help you in making the exactly horizontal and vertical line. I have to shift the y-axis. Now all these are the projection line. Now the top view is inside these projection lines. So the top view we will start from 2 distance below. So same like you can take the help of your free body diagram. Now this is the straight surface. Here it is having the straight edge of 60. Now I have to measure the dimension in vertical direction only. No need to measure it in horizontal as it is coming from the projection lines. So this one, now you can see very quickly you can complete the top view, because it is coming inside the projection. So this is what we have measured in the top view, 20 on the side, 20 in the side. You get this surface. After that, now no need to measure horizontally, you know here is the projection, so just join up to that point. Here also you know, but make exactly horizontal surface, and then this one, and here will be the hidden lines of that surface. Your freehand sketch that is helping you now in making the main diagram. So this part now we have to make straight and then curve part. So it will go up to the mid a straight, and here also up to the mid a straight, then the curve part. Now for the curve always we need a center axis, so this is 60, so find out the midpoint 30. Draw the horizontal axis. No need to draw the horizontal axis in the complete object, only here we can draw, so that our circle and arc should come. Now we have the side, make sure on both sides it should be equal. If any problem is there, you should arrange or you should manage it before drawing, otherwise your arc will not join, and your arc should have the same darkness as that of lines. Here the little variation is there in the projection line. That is what I'm saying, always use the grid sheet, then you will have exactly vertical lines. You will never face the problem like this. After that we have to draw the circle. We get the projection of circle, no need to measure it, directly we can make by taking the values. So that is why top view we can make top view very easily with the help of projection line. Now you can realize top view we have made very quickly. Now we will do the dimensioning. First we will do few dimensions in front view, then we will give few dimensions in top view. Very light line, you can take it out and then make it leader line for the diameter of the circle. Very thin arrowheads. What is diameter of the circle? That is 530. So write in the same format 530. 5 stands for diameter. Now for the arc, this outer arc, again very thin line. again take it out and bend like this, a leader line, and you have to say R30. Now on this side you have to give the dimension. For the straight part you can give 10 mm gap. Now you can use your extension lines or the projection line, you can use the same. Proper letter writing, you know how to write letters. Now we can complete this part also. Your projection lines are now acting as the extension lines of dimensioning, no need to worry about that. So this is what, how much distance it was. So we can take the total distance 60 on this side, and you can give the dimension of this part also. It was 20. Take care about the arrowheads, very thin arrowhead. Aligned system I have used. So this is the front view. Then the rest of the dimension we can give in the top view. So in the top view here I will start with this 60. After that, if you want to give dimension to this part, but you have to convert this hidden line into extension line, only then we can give the dimension. Never give dimensioning to the center line. So I have erased the center line. Now I'm making it as a extension line. That is why I'm allowed to give now dimension here, this part. Now here you can erase the extra extension lines, no need to make it below the diagram, just you can erase whatever the extra lines are coming, because we need those within the diagram only. You can write the name of this view, that is top view. This is first angle projection. Either you can write below the first angle projection, or you can leave it like VPHP, it is representing first quadrant. So this is the solution.